Okay. Here which I will create one file, one script, for example, loop.xs. So what is the syntax for if clause? Yep. How it looks like. Sample A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay. Then if, how to get the value? Yeah, $A less or equal to $B. Then what to do? Okay, there should be one space. After that, semicolon. Then you need to provide the value. Echo, yes, A is less than B, right? $A is less than $B. Else, what? Yes, is greater than or not less than. $A is not less than $B. A sample example. Okay. I need to close by 5. Right? Any issues? Okay, now correct. How to run the script? // will work. So if you want to run using // it should be executable. Okay, last time remember. Now run. 10 is less than 20. Okay, that is if clause. I will check how is the for loop. Why loop is used for while loop? Repetitions. Pardon? Repetitions. Yes. So if you want to repeat something, you want to repeat any execution, any command, a number of times, then we will go for loops. Okay. So I will give you one sample example. For the syntax is like this. For I is a variable. Okay, iterative variable in what? 1 to 10. So what does it mean? For I in 1 double dot 10 means 1 to 10 is a sequence. Okay, 1 to 10 is a sequence. Echo and just printing it $I. So what does it do? Pardon? 1 to 10 it will display, and you need to provide a do done after a for loop. Just like opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket in programs, here it is do or done. Now try to run this. So what will be the output? First output will be the if output. Second is the loop output. First output is 10 less than 20. Second output is loop 1 to 10 it should display. Right? So we will run that. Yes, 10 is less than 20 and 1 to 10 it has displayed. So the same echo command has been repeated 10 times, and we have appended or substituted the value that is coming in the I. I is a variable. Okay, every time it variables in the loop. Okay, Now what? Suppose if you want to print 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. Possible? Possible? How to print 10, 20, 40? Yes? Tell me. How to print 10, 20, 40 using this script? How to go with condition? Why condition is required? You got my question, right? So instead of printing 1, 2, 3, you should print 10, 20, 10, 11, 13, like 20. Increment with 10 and print it. How? Where? Hmm. No, that's one way. Other than that, use only 1 and 10. Okay. So you need to add 10 to the variable. So how to add that? We have discussed that. Did we? Did we? Eleven, 12, 13, 14, up to 20. So what did it do? BC is a calculator. BC is a calculator. So if you type echo and plus with 10, it means that the variable will be incremented by 10 and it is processed by BC. And between that we have used pipe. So output of echo 10 minus 9 is will be taken as a variable counted. Two types variables. It will be added and given to BC. BC will take it like that. It's an addition. Okay. Yes. It will add 10. Yes, exactly. Suppose if you want to print instead of plus, you want multiplication. Hmm? Well, if this works or the other works. Shall we try? It's a syntax error. Why is this a syntax error? Because star has a different meaning in different location. Okay, so you need to escape the star. Color changed. Now run. 10, 20, 30, 40. It came like that. You got the loop? There is another way for using loop. For you can use a C style. I equal to 0 or I equal to 1. I less or equal to 10. I plus plus. This is one style. Do echo $I. Done. So what does it print? We'll try. First it will print if 1 is less than, then 10 to 100. After that it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So this is another method that you can use for loop. Okay. There is another method. I in sequence of 1, 10. Do echo. Huh? No. Anything. Not star, backslash star. Okay, in sequence of 1 to 10. Now run the loop. You need to give dollar of sequence. Sequence is a command, okay, which will give you the sequence of 1 to 10. So this will be better. Yes. Sequence is a command which will give you a sequence of 1 to 10. Same output. Sequence 20, 30. 20 to 30. Okay, suppose if you want to iterate something very similar way, you can use sequence. So this is another way. You can use loop. Okay. Now what? Now you input some values and according to print it. You got my point? So how to do that? To input a value, we have a command called read. Okay, very important. So input a value using read. So enter initial number. Okay, and it will take the value into some first value. Hmm? Secondary. Enter second value. Okay, I take it in second. Okay, so now we have two variables. One is first, another is second. So what the read does, read takes from input method. When you type, it will prompt, it will wait for us, and it so that we can able to send data to it. So that data will be captured for first and second. Okay, shall we print first? Then we will take the operation. How to print? Echo dollar first and dollar second. Okay, we'll run it. What is the problem? Yeah, it is asking for first number. I'm giving first number as 225. Hmm? It is asking for second number. I'll give 556. Okay, the output is 225 and 556. Okay, so the variable has been assigned to that particular first and second, and we are printing it. Now use this to print a sequence from the values you given. So how do I modify the script? Tell me. We will remove all the above. Yeah, I'm asking that which type of for loop we can use. Yep. In which one? How you will change? Tell me. Yeah. Right. This is scripting. You got my question right. Okay. Input is provided. I am writing the for loop here. So which for loop I will use? Which for loop I will use? First one, second one, third one. And you need to give me an answer why. Why you are using first, why you are second, why you are using. Mm-mm. Any number you give, some two numbers, which is less and which is greater. I give 5 and 10 means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. It will print. What all input previously means we are statically defining. Here it is dynamically defined. That's okay. Tell me how to do second one. For I is equal to no by any number. The number is taken from this one. Hmm? It should be from input. No static value given from system. It should be general. Okay. You know the variable. First is the variable. Can't we use the variable here? Hmm? Can't we use the variable here? How to use the variable? Dollar first. Hmm? Then I less or equal to dollar second and I plus plus. Hello? Right? Then try. Try. Do echo dollar I. Done. Okay? So we'll try. Dot slash loop dot sh. First number. Tell me some number. 55. Okay? Tell me some number. 60. Okay, 5 numbers only. 16. Correct. Why can't we use other two? Hmm? Why can't we use other two? Oh, this is but if you omit this one, we can print anything, right? Not necessary that you should print plus 10. Yeah, string only. Yes, this is correct. Next, one more thing. Can we try with the first one? For I in dollar first, right? Double dot dollar second. Then do echo dollar I. Right? Can we try? Save it. Run it. Again, okay. Some 32. Hmm? Some number, some 70. It gave the complete loop for the first one. Second one, how did it print? Only that is mentioned, nothing else. It just replaced the string value and printed. So it doesn't take variables. So it is confirmed that the first method, the curly bracket method, will not take variables. Dollar first, dollar second is the variables. So they don't take variables. They don't take inputs. That should be static. Clear? Second one, it takes variables. That we already mentioned. What about the third one? Shall we try the third one? Because this understanding is very much important, because sometimes when you require these looping method, you may require. Okay, I will give you a question for that one, for your homework question, which will require where you need to use either of the one. So I'm mentioning that you have three options for loop. Use any one. Okay. When it comes to sequence only, okay, we will try the third one. For I for I in dollar sequence dollar first, right now, dollar first, dollar second, close to echo dollar I, then done. We'll try to run this. Initial number, very small number, 12 and 18. Okay. So it has printed 12 to 18, it has printed 12, 18, and it has printed the third one. So second and third method is reliable and we can use variables. Okay, don't forget this is an interview question. Okay, what all methods you can use sequences in formula? So you mentioned there are mainly three methods in which we can use sequence numbers. First one, curly bracket, number, static number, double dot, and the end. That is first one. Second one, C style, for loop, I is equal to value, I less or equal to something, I plus plus, or anything. That can be in any way. I is equal to j, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. That is C style. You know the C programming. It is the same style. Nothing changed. Third method. Third method, we are making use of a command called sequence. Sequence is a command. So we are taking sequence will take variables. That is the idea. Sequence is a command which take variables, and we are using that concept into our for loop. The for loop accepts anything. Now, next master question: how to read values from a file? Till now, we have inputted from what we call console, and we have given static values. How to take it from a file? File, there is a sequence. Okay, I will make a file called some.
File we can make this script.
Yeah. Hello. Parada. എന്തോ ഞാൻ മെസ്സേജ് അയച്ചിരുന്നല്ലോ. കേട്ടില്ല, ക്ലിയർ ആവുന്നില്ല. ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ കിട്ടിയില്ല. ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ശരി ശരി, ഞാൻ പറയാം. എടുക്കും, അപ്പൊ കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ശരി ശരി, ഓക്കെ, ശരി ഓക്കെ. Yeah, tell me. How to read? I have created a file called count. Okay, the count is like some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I need to take these values in the file. I need to use it in our formula. How to use it?
This way we can make file. This file. Then we can run it.
No, I didn't get it.
Like we did in the bash script. This way we can make file.
No. Don't use like that. See, The main purpose is that from I have some file somewhere else, or we have analytics tool which has given some value, dump some values in some files. Using my script, I should read those files and execute it. Got my point? That is a practical example. This is not just for this one. Practically, it is a different thing. Okay, practically means I should read other files, take the values, and process it. Now I am only using echo for just displaying it. That's it. Okay, now you do this. Take all the values from the what you call the tables, means the file, and multiply it with 25. Or at least take the sum of all values. That is also a question. Or take the average of these values. There are some options that there will be some ideas that we need to use here. Okay, I'll give you that question next time. Yeah. Now tell me how to read a for loop. Yeah. How to output a particular file, contents of a file. What is the command cat? What does the cat command do? It will display the files, right? Use this command in for loop. Possible? We have used sequence command in for loop. Why can't we use cat? Right? Use this for I in dollar of cat count. Right? Correct, na? Dollar sequence of something. Here we are using dollar of cat. So what does this dollar means? Dollar gives the output of a particular command. Okay. Do echo. Now you need to multiply it with 25. How to multiply with 25? Use BC. Done. Run this. You got a 6. Okay. This is 24, that one. 18. Yes, what does it have displayed? Hmm. 1 into 25, 25. Till 18 it is different. Hmm? 1 into 25, 2 into 25, 3 into 25, 4 into 25. Till? Yes, 9 into 25. What is 9 into 25? Hmm? 9 to 25? 225. Yeah. So we have taken values from a particular file and executed it. Now we will give you answer. You know top command? Everybody use top command? Okay. So what does the top command use? We'll give you the PID, we'll give you the user, we will give you the percentage of CPU, percentage of memory, and all. Now I am asking one question. Find the total memory usage of a particular service. Memory usage of any resource usage. I will specifically give memory usage of a particular service. How to find it? Tree management will give you the overall. I want only for a service, right? Service means what? Any service, Apache, SSH, MySQL, any service. Think, because these are the very practical questions. You may need to ask in the interviews also. Please write a script for this. It's not a big script, very small. How to get output of this percentage memory percentage? That should be your first striking in mind. How to find the percentage memory of a particular process. Service is a process, right? Process. Think in that way. How to find?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. PS minus EF will give you the details regarding all processes. Whether that will give you the memory usage? No. UID, PID, DPID, C, all those things. No. No memory usage. So how to find memory usage?
Yes.
Hmm? That is disk format. That nothing to do with the process memory. Huh? Hmm. No. No embedded. We have to use process only, PS only. PS is a very good command. Now just check it. The man also for PS whether it will display memory information or not. Search for M. Display virtual memory format. How? PS minus B. Right there. O format. See? O format. Right? If you use minus O, user defined format. User defined format. So what all formats you can have? Display single format, user oriented format, virtual memory format. Hmm? Not only that, so O is an option. O is a format. So we can use O for displaying anything. We'll try. Here, this is the case where you use practical you work. So you need to have man. Okay, even if you don't know about any process, at least you know that process will dump everything. You go to man page, find it out. Okay, now we will try minus O and B. Just trying. It is given some pseudo su only, nothing else. It will display. It will display everything. CPU percentage, they are not expecting to use it. But this will display only for a few commands, right? I don't want this. I want to for every process it which need to go. So how to get all process? PS minus EF, right? It will give you all process. PS minus E, what it will give? This also give you all process. If I use PS minus EO, then there is a format. Percentage mem.
Process.
I will tell you. I will tell you. That is what my question is. See, only memory has been displayed, but no process side. So we need to have some process name should be there. What is process name? Hmm? What is the process name? We'll take PS minus EO in which what is the process name? This is the process name. Last one. What is the heading? CMD. CMD. So if you display CMD, that will be fine, right? PS minus EO CMD. Small letter.
Is a command.
CMD is not a command. CMD is the column name. See, in this output, you understand. This is PID. You can use PID. This is TTY. You can use TTY. This time and this is CMD. Hmm? PS minus EO, I'm trying to use CMD. Okay, hit count. When you write it in PS, it should be in small letters. Okay, and for each and every process, I want to find memory usage. So it displayed the memory also. It displayed a memory also. Now find a process. Suppose I want to find it for SSH. SSH is the process. 5 grep SSH. So these many are the SSH processes. Now find the average of this value. How to get the average of this value? This is a number, right? That's a number. So how to find the average? Total divided by number of bits, right? That is a logic. Don't consider about the output. This is the logic, right? Go with the logic. Now I need to extract these data, only the values, only values. The first step, you need to get the values of SSHD memory only. Okay. Have you used cut, put, anything else? We have used cut, right? No. Cut we have not covered. Okay, there is a command called cut. Cutting means your raw column, it will cut with a field 2. It's not taking. Okay. We'll take another command. So, how to extract? This is the next step. How to extract only numbers. We'll use awk. Awk, I will let you know how to use it. You know what awk is? Awk is a command for extracting columns. So what does it do? So awk is a command. Awk is a command which will extract columns from a very list of very big list. Okay, PSIX is a very big list, which is a column wise, right? PID is there, TTY is there, time is there, CMD is there. So we can extract those ones. So that is what we are using awk, and we need to print the last one. Cut normally it works oddly in some other batch. I don't prefer it. Okay, always use awk whenever you want to work with. Okay, and if you want to use the last column is memory column. So it will display only, right? Okay. Now redirect this output to your file. SSH percentage. Now what happens? Cat SSH percentage will have this value. Right? Now use this value to find the average. How to use this value? For I in dollar of cat, sorry, for I in dollar of cat SSH percentage for I in dollar of cat SSH percentage. Okay. Now what? Then do we need to two things we need to do. We need to add it and we need to find the average. Right? How to find the average? First of all, we need to find the total count. How to find the count? Use variables. How? Count. Count equal to count equal to count equal to How to find the line numbers? Hmm? WC minus L SSH percentage. What is the output of this one? WC minus L. First class. First class. What is WC?
Word count.
Word count. Word count minus L means line count. So it will display the lines. So in our file it is line by line. So that is the number of values, right? Yes, that is the logic. So for we find it out like count equal to WC minus L SSH first. Okay. Now we found the count. Now what? Next. We need to add each and every value. Each and every value. Value is taken into SSH $I, right? You will write it as a script. That will be more better. Okay. You will omit. We will use another. We will find usage, mem usage of process. Okay. This is the file. Now use what? Okay, you need to think on that. So you have a file count in the file, so you can use it in loop. Now you need to count it. Before counting, you need to find the number of lines or number of numbers. How many numbers are there? So first of all, we will use that one. Count equal to word count WC minus L SSH percentage. I'm using SSH percentage, otherwise you need to give the full path. This is the current folder. That's it. SSH percentage. Now what? Now we need to loop the for I in dollar cat SSH per percentage to I need to add it and last divide it. That's fine. Huh? How to add one by one? Second line should be addition. Count plus won't do. Count is just a count. 5 numbers are there means 5 is the count value, right? Now we need to add one by one. Cat SSH for loop means it will take one by one, right? First value should be added with the second value, then added with the third value. Then how to use it? What variables we can use? For example, just sum equal to $I. But there is no initial value, right? There should be some initial value. Okay, we will use $I plus 1. Okay, sorry, plus 0. Initial value 0. We will add in this one. Will this work? How to add this two values? See, any command can be replaced with variables, right? Now tell me how to find the count of or addition of a particular variables. How did we use? Echo $I $I plus 0 5 PC. Will that work? What does it do? Echo $I PC.
It's adding.
Yes, it is adding. This is a command, right? Echo $I plus 0 5 BC is an arithmetic operation using BC and take the value. So if you want to take the value, you need to have dollar. So dollar of echo $I plus 1 BC. So we found the sum. Now what? This is okay. First time the sum is equal to $I. Okay, $I. Next time the sum is equal to the second value. Then also it is second value, third value, fourth value. But it didn't add it. How to add it? So see, if I use like this, sum is equal to dollar sum plus dollar I. Hmm? Consider sum is equal to 0. First value comes here, right? It will add to the sum 0 plus 1, and that will be assigned to sum. Next iteration. Sum is now is the old value. I is the new value from this one. Added it and added to the sum. So this should work, right? Every time it is adding and appending, adding and appending, adding and appending. This is the logic you need to use, right? But what is the initial value of sum? First value. It should be 0. That should be set somewhere. So you need to set sum is equal to 0 before loop. Before loop. Why before loop? Otherwise, in the loop, it is if you are assigning sum is equal to 0, every time the sum is equal to 0 only. Okay? Think in that perspective. Now we will. This will only give you the sum. Okay. Now echo sum. Now we need to find the average. How to find the average? Yes. Echo dollar sum divided by dollar count, right? And BC, right? So what does it do? It will give you the average value. Shall we run this? Okay. SH mem usage. Some error is there in the first line. What is that error? What is the error? Can you find it? What is the error? We'll run again. Syntax error in one. Standard input is wrong. What is the error? You can substitute. We can substitute a command using backcode that we have covered, right? Backcode. We can substitute you know what this symbol is? Backcode. The symbol just before one. Before one there is a symbol. Backward and tilde. Tilde and backward is there, right? So backward is also replaces the command with the output. So we will try this. Okay, is that the problem? It is giving syntax error. That is the issue. Still, it is a syntax error. What is the syntax error? What is the syntax error? Is that the bin bash is the syntax error? Still, there is an error. So that command itself is not a correct. Variable cnt SSH star. It is there SSH star. It is there. PWD. We will use complete path in next training. We will use mem usage. Okay. Again, we will see what is the output. Before that, we will see what is the output of WC minus L SSH top. Yes. See what is the output of WC minus L SSH top. 6 space SSH top. This should not be the correct value. So, we want only the values. We want only the value. So, how to do that? Cat SSH per 5 WC minus L. What is the output for this one? It's only. I just rearrange the command. We use this command. How did I use? Cat SSH for pipe WC minus L. Now we'll try. Okay. 0, don't consider why it is 0. So these two are numbers. Okay. Echo, these two are numbers. You can print what is the output of the sum and echo. How to print it? Echo dollar sum and dollar CNT. So we'll get a total sum as well as the count. So 2.9 is the total sum. 6 is the number of count. 2.9 divided by 6 is arithmetically it is 0 only. 0 point something is there. Right now. Now get how to get it is in the percentage. Now we don't have to work with this one. Convert it to percentage. How to convert it into percentage? Into 100. Into 100. Hey. So do the same thing and multiply it into 100. Slash star 100. Now see what is the output. What is the formula? Oh, it will not take like this. We need to assign two times. First you need to multiply with 100. First you need to multiply with 100. Slash star 100. Then divided by dollar count. This makes some sense. We'll see. There's an error. It will not take like that. Two operations we need to do. We'll try one more method. CHO dollar sum into 100 divided by dollar CNT. No, it is not taking like that. We need to do 2 times. Okay. So I will take a dummy value A equal to echo dollar sum divided by into 100 DC. Close it. Now divided by count dollar A divided by dollar CNT DC. Okay, we'll check. That makes some sense. Okay, I converted into percentage. So this is a total 48% is being used by the SSH. This is how you find it out. Okay, only simple logic you want to apply. See only 8 lines max. Okay, the code is only 8 lines, but the logic how you use it matters. Okay, so you can combine the previous command as well as here also. What was the previous command? The big command to find the, yes, this one. You can use this command in our existing command.
Job will use this command on
Hmm?
you won't write this for getting the average.
Pardon?
You use commands or you use
We will write, we have commands for that. We have. Arithmetic operations average is now there. Okay, no need to worry about taking the average. You can take average in different way. Okay, this is for your understanding to make how the script works. That is the reason why I told you. Okay, this is also fine. Now I just can't use, I just use this one. Yeah. So I will execute this command and copy it into SSH bar. Use that in count and that do this. Okay. In that one, which is the variable part, grep SSH. This will find for SSH process. Suppose if you want to generalize it for some other process, how to use it? I will pass it through variable. What is the first variable in script? How to represent first variable in script? Dollar? Dollar zero? What is dollar zero? Dollar zero? No.
in it.
Why? What is in it? Tell me, Sam. How to pass parameters to a script and how to get that variable. We have discussed already last class. You forgot. Right now, for if else we have did that. We have written one small script. If else. Hmm? We passed as two variables into the
Source.
script. Oh. No, not source. Now find for Apache 2. See what is the process for Apache. So Apache process is Apache only. Hmm? Apache 2. Now execute our command for Apache 2. Dot slash dot slash memusage and Apache 2. So 1.3 divided by 4, 32%. 32% is used by average memory. Average memory is used by 32%. So you can modify the script with your what you call with some values. You can have these values into some other variable. Okay, and don't display this echo and sound. You can omit this. This is only for testing. Okay, you can make it as the way you want.
Same code.
No, same code because the logic won't change. Only the process changes. Okay, so we can display that the percentage use of process $1 is $B. Okay, now run this SSH. So it will the percentage use of the process SSH is 48. Okay, now same thing. Apache 2. Apache 2. The percentage of the process Apache 2 is 32. Remember? So this you have made a script. This is how you write a script. Use logics definitely you need to know how to find what to find also. Yeah, this is how you read from a file. First, we have inputted data to a file, and from that file, we use loop and iterated and found a sum. Yeah, don't forget this one. This can be one interview question also. So you should be able to write it. At least you should write the logic. They don't expect you to write a correct script because we may tend to make errors. At least you can give the correct construct of logic. What logic? This one. This sum and this average. At least you can give this one. The main idea is that what to initialize and where should be the loop and what is the count. So this idea should be conveyed there. Even if your for loop in I nothing is there, leave it. Just for loop you can tell and tell that this is the SSS for the output and give that this is count and this is sum. Clear? Now I will give you one interesting question. You can try here. For script output. Very common question. In every C program also very bit. What is the logic? You got it now? What is that? Hmm? In this case, what happened? Pattern. Outer row will be same. Is it? No. First here, what is the outer row? 4, 3, 2, 1. It is decrementing, right? It is decrementing. Then what is the difference? Here it will print the pattern like incrementing. First line 1, second line 2, third line. The next case is like it is decrementing. First line 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So it should decrease.
J greater than or equal to 5, J minus
J. Okay, if it is a generalized one, then it is a generalized one, then I is equal to dollar I, sorry, $1. So it will take the greatest value. Then I greater or equal to 0, okay, or 1. I minus minus, right? So first it will be 5, then 4, then 2, 3, like that. So what are the number of value of I, it will print that value. Second loop, no change, right? Okay, you got my point? Think it that way. This is the reason why these patterns are given as questions. You need to think the logic. To make more attractive, you can have spaces over here and see if this works. Now we see somewhat depending upon your screen. Now we will see case statement. Before that, we will use one more thing, while loop. Format of while loop is while condition. While the condition is true, do done. This is a format. Okay. Suppose echo some $I. Okay. I'm getting a sequence. Okay. Suppose I equal to 1. some conditions. What is the condition? $i less or equal to 10. So what is the output? While loop, I'm not giving anything. What is the output? 1 to 10. How did you make the sequence? What is the idea? I is equal to 1. I am initializing I is equal to 1. Then while I less or equal to 10. This is the condition column. Condition column is just like our if conditions. Same. Less or equal to, greater or equal to, string comparison and integer comparison. They work as it is. Then do done. Like for loop, we have do done. So this is when the condition is true, execute it. That is while loop. For loop is like that. We have some two entities on two endpoints. Okay. And while loop is only having one condition. If the condition is true, execute it. When the condition gets false, it will terminate. If I don't give this I plus plus, what will happen?
Only one.
What will happen? It will go to indefinite loop. It will never end. Right? It will end whenever the number of I nodes is exhausted. It will exhaust in like this. Because whenever we go at the process, it creates PID. Okay. So this is what the while loop is. Now we'll see the case statement. Case statement. And what is case? Just like switch case in C. And the condition is like case variable in. The case variable in, and you need to give the variables here. Suppose variable number 1. If this is the variable, execute 1, 2, 3 and exit it with the double semicolon. Okay. Variable number 2. Variable number 2. Okay. Execute something and end with a double zero. Now any variable it comes. Any variable means any variables you can use. Execute something, semicolon, and close it with exact. Ulta of case. Just like F5, if we are using if and file, then we are using case and exact. So this is the idea. Now we'll see one variable. If you want to run a menu-driven program, you will use case statement. Okay. Suppose CMD. We are giving the variable like CMD. Okay. In first CMD is date. Okay. So whenever you type date, it will execute date command. Okay. Whenever you use the command W, it will execute command W. What is W command? It gives you the output of number of logged in users as well as load of a server. Okay. And if nothing is given, just give it echo. Just like give something. It's not mandatory. It's your choice. All good. Okay. And from where this command CMD will get the variable, we will put the command from $1. What is $1? First variable, yeah. So we'll execute this command. We will change chmod plus x case statement, and we will provide variable as first variable. Okay, I will provide date. Something odd has come. We'll give you every time it is giving this one. So there is something wrong. The variable that we specify. Okay, we'll check that. You can directly give $1 also. We'll try. Yes. They didn't replace it. That's right. Date. So what are the things you give the command? It will execute that. And if you tell something else, it will give all. So according to the menu, according to the input, you are changing your outputs or changing your executions. That is nothing but called use done by case statement. Okay. So menu driven programs. So it is just like menu driven programs. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is what case statement is. Okay. Now we'll see functions. Function dot s. So what is function? What is function? It's a construct, it's a small module of program inside a struct. So for example, I'm giving like a display is one function, and you write it in a construct. What do you display? Echo $1. Echo $1. What does it do? What does it mean? It will display the first variable. Okay, now I write a script. Okay, what is the script? Same case statement you can use. Case variable. What is the variable? Some variable. CMD. In. What is the first case? Suppose date. Okay. What do you want to execute? Date command. So we don't use date command. We'll try to use a display command. Display date. Okay. Next, some doublet or anything. Okay. Display anything. Anything else you type. Display good. Closed. So what does it do? Yes. I'm just typing CMD equal to date. Or same is the case. What all things I gave, I'll give the same command $1. Now, what is the difference of $1 in the case statement and what is the difference in $1 in function? What is the difference? In function, if you give $1, it is first parameter of the function. If you take case $1, it is the first parameter of the script. The complete script, the first parameter is $1. And here it's a function, first parameter of the function. And we are using that function here, display, display, display. We are reusing the function. So function is the voice for reuse. Okay, multiple times if you want to use a particular command or any special set of commands, then you make it as a function and then call it. Okay, I will save it. Chmod plus x function. Now I will use function date, display date. Use w, good. Okay, sh anything, anything. You give other than these values, you give good. Okay. Suppose you don't give values, then what happens? What is output? If you don't give any values, then no. See, our condition is like that. Two are with parameters, and rest is star. Star means anything. If you give or not give, it will give output. Means as the given for star. Okay. So don't forget functions. Don't forget case statements. We can use it. So I will give you one script which contains all this. You have to use function. You have to use case statement. You have to use for loop. If all the steps. I will give you for sample. It is just like a sample project. You need to create that script next week and submit to me. Okay. I will paste the questions in the lab. Yeah. Some sample questions will be there for your practice questions for loop, while loop, case statement, functions. Practical questions I will give. Do that first. After that, the project question is there. You do that question so that you will be thorough with your commands. You will be thorough with your project scripting. If this is done, we can move forward to the next step. Next is the applications. After that, we will take kernels. Okay, kernel compilations. Then we will go for the kickstart and all. Okay, then we will go with the networking. We already covered. We'll cover more on networks also. We have some other things need to be covered in networks. Okay, few are there. Now tell me till what this time what all you have the doubts. Okay, hard link, soft link. So what is hard link and what is soft link, that we need to understand and why there is a difference. Okay. So we need to create hard link and soft link. We have a command called ln. ln is a command for linking two files or two file systems. Okay. If you take man of ls, sorry, not ls, man of ln, link, it will like make links between files. So if you are linking files, first one, to create a soft link, ln minus s. Okay, we have a file called case statement.sh. Okay, and I am creating a linking to another file, quert. Sample. That's fine. Why need to show? Yeah, fine. Oh, because just an ulta. Link first the link name, quert, then the destination. Okay, this is how you link. Still not access. Why? It's not to be created. is command is wrong, man. ln minus s, ln minus s, ln minus s is for symbolic link. That's a soft link. And give to which file we need to link. We link for case statement and the name is case. That is linked. Now type ls minus la. So you have case linked to case statement. And we have another file called case statement. This is a regular file, right? And case is a symbolic link. So link will have a L in front of it. And the permission will be 777 always. Okay, bear in mind. Now cat case statement, you get this output. Okay, now cat case, both are same, both are same. Now I will do one magic, not a magic. I will remove the file case statement, remove it. Okay, now type ls minus la. Now what is the case? It is linked to case statement.sh. Now I type case cat case. No such file. The link is there, but the file is not present. Okay. Once the file is present, the color will change. Right? Here it is green. Here it is red. Means that the symbolic link has been lost. Clear, right? Okay. Now we will create another link ln, just ln, for this one. Count when with the name cnt. Okay. Now type ls minus la again. So it created cnt and it created count. Okay. Now cat cnt, right? It will be the output of count, right? Both are same because they are linked. Now I will remove the count, the source directory or the source file. I remove. Now I try to cat cnt. Output is there. You got my point? Even if you linked your file with another file and that file is lost, your link is still there. It resumes the file, the content. So that is hard link. You got my point? Soft link, if you have these files, the linked file. If the source is lost, your destination is also lost. But in hard link, if a source is lost, destination is still there. Why so? Any idea? Why so? Any idea why so? I will create that case statement again. Okay. Cat cnt to count. I'll create again. And cat case to case statement. Case stmt dot sh. Now if you type ls minus la, both will be there. Count as well as the other. Yeah. ls minus li. I'll show you another one. Don't use this one. I will remove this one. rm minus cnt. And I will link with count with cnt now again. Count with cnt. Okay. ls minus li. Yeah, now find the difference. These are the linked files. Any similarities, any difference you find? Once you find this one, I can be sure that you understood the hard link and soft link. First difference you know, right? First difference you got, not here. When you remove the source link in symbolic link minus soft link, it will be lost. Source and destination output will be lost. But in hard link, even if you remove the source, the destination still works. Still works. This is the second difference. Any similarity, any difference? Check this link and check this number 527010. 527010. Where? Same. Both are referencing to same inode, CMT and count. So hard link refers to same inode but different names. So even if you remove one, the other one will be there because inode we are not deleting. The other one we have different inodes. Different inodes means data are different. Okay, we are just linking it. Two inodes are linking. If one is lost, the other is lost. Clear? Always understand this idea. These are the two differences for hard link and soft link. Okay. Then where we are using soft link and hard link practically. Link. Hard link actually we are using very rarely. They are used for security purposes. They are created for file systems. Long back we have discussed regarding pseudo or jail to shell. Jail to shell. Jail to shell is just like they are creating a hard link to the file system. Jail to shell is a hard link to the file system. So even if you remove the user bin from your user jail shell, it won't remove from the original one. It is a reference only. So if you want to create a shell as it is for a user, it is a hard link. You got my point? But the user feels like I am getting all user bin etc. But it is just like hard link. We are capturing the hard link to that particular user. You will get a user access slash user slash bin slash etc. Everything will be there. But even if you remove jail shell, if you try to remove it, it will remove from his user, but not the original one because they are hard linked. That is a practical example. And where is the soft link used? Suppose you have a big lengthy file, internal slash home user bin etc. sample and index.html. This is a big file. It is very hard to type all these things. What you will do? You just link it to a name. Just use that name. Yeah. Just substituting a long command to a short one. Use soft link. Very simple example. Okay. Just replacing a big URL to small. That you understand. That is nothing but soft link. You got it. So got your point, right? Why soft link and why hard link? Practical example also.